Hi everyone, my name is Donnie Lowy from Wholesale USA Dresses.com. Today I'd like to discuss with you what a wholesale dress stock lot is. A wholesale dress stock lot is basically a very large lot of dresses. So there's going to be a very high quantity of dresses in that lot. You can see stock lots of dresses that have 5,000, 10,000, even 100,000 dresses. Now you might ask, so why would anyone want to buy such a large lot? The reason is because those lots are usually sold by the factories that made those dresses. The factories had a canceled order, or the factories simply did not get paid for their orders. Maybe they got partial payment and now they're looking to recoup some of their costs or all of their costs, and they're looking to sell that lot. And you generally buy those lots at a very low price per piece. The total price will be high, right? Because you might have, let's say, 10,000 dresses in a lot, and even if you're only paying $5 a dress, that's still $50,000. But on the other hand, let's say you buy those dresses as a stock lot, you might pay maybe 20% of the regular wholesale price. So if there's a dress that regularly sells, let's say, wholesale for $50, you might buy it for as low as $5, $10, $15 each. I've seen stock lots of clothing, of pretty nice clothing, where the clothing was sold for as low as $1, $2 a piece. Now, those stock lots, either they came from Pakistan, they could be from Bangladesh, from China. A lot of the stock lots, for some reason that I've seen, come either from Bangladesh or China. I assume that's because there are a lot of factories there. I know there are factories in China, but the Chinese factories might have more sales channels available to them than the factories in Pakistan or Bangladesh might have. That's just a theory. I mean, I'm just thinking that on my own. But as it may be, you could get stock lots where the price is really low per piece. If you are going to buy a stock lot, first of all, if you are buying a stock lot that carries a brand name or it carries a designer's name on it, then you need to get permission from the brand or from the designer to make sure that you can buy that lot. If it's a private label, then you need to see who owns that private label. If the private label is owned by anyone but the factory, then you have to get permission from them. If the private label is owned by the factory, then you need the permission of that factory, but that's who you're buying the dresses from anyways. If it's a generic label or it's a generic style, you have to really make sure, in fact, that the label is generic. Let's say it's called Pakistani dresses or beautiful dresses, and no one owns that name, then that's fine. You don't need permission. And if the style is generic, you really do have to make sure it's a generic style or it's a style owned by the factory, then you shouldn't have any problems. But always double check anything that I say, because you want to make sure that you abide by all regulations and laws that might be involved. Now, another important thing is with stock lots is that you should have already a sales channel set up, because remember, you can get very excited when you buy the lot because the price is so low per piece, but you have to be ready to buy it, because once you receive that stock lot, it's going to consist of a very large quantity of merchandise or dresses in the situation. I would recommend stock lots for retailers that own multiple locations, but it's going to have to be enough locations so you can sell all those dresses. I would also recommend them for wholesalers that have many retail stores that buy from them. Let's say myself, I have a wholesale business in New York. I would consider buying a stock lot if those dresses were appropriate for the stores that buy from me, from the flea market vendors that buy from me, from the eBay sellers that buy from me, from other wholesalers that buy from me. Now, you can also get stock lots, just so you know, you can also get them from importers. You can buy them from the factories, as we discussed, but there are importers who will take a chance, buy those stock lots, and then they bring them into their respective countries to sell them. Now, the reason you can get a very good deal from an importer is because the importer is going to try to make his or her money based on volume. And also, practically speaking, if they have a stock lot of, let's say, 10,000 dresses, that's a lot of dresses for them to sell. And if someone can make them a reasonable offer for 500, for 1,000, for 2,000 dresses, even the entire lot, they're going to be highly motivated to sell those dresses. Alright, my website is wholesaleusadresses.com. The next time you're in New York, you are welcome to visit my warehouse. Thank you and have a great day.